Hey everybody, well, let me start this off by saying I woke up this morning not expecting to see what I saw. And I, of course, am referring to Devin Larratt's latest video, and it's titled Responsibility. So I'm going to put the link to that video in the description of this video. So please just hit pause here, go over, watch that video, and then come back to this one. I want to talk a little bit about, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happened throughout this whole, let's say, the last month. And there's a lot of perspectives. There's a lot of things that went on that were not clearly the community is not agreeing on. And that's okay. We can disagree. A lot of things went on. Devin and I can agree on couple things. We do have a lot of history. We started roughly the same time in the sport. I've stayed at his house, he stayed at my house. We used to have a very different relationship. At some point throughout the years, I think we started listening to outside influences. We started listening to maybe people that were saying some things and putting their own spin on it. Neither one of us ever picked up the phone or had a conversation with one another to see just what the hell's going on. And, that created animosity over the years. I know that I carry a big part of that. I carry a big part of that leading up to what happened at the national championships. And I'm not going to get into details because, like I said, I failed at putting forward my perspective appropriately. There's a lot of reasons for that, but I'm also not going to get into those because this isn't going to be about excuse making. This is about moving forward. So I really appreciate the video that you made, Devin. I do. Truly, I do. And I admire you for making it. Now, here's what I will say. In the theme of responsibility, I could have handled things a lot differently. I could have handled things better. I could have done a few of the things that you pointed out that maybe I should have done. So for my role and the way that I handled things, both as a father, a competitor, the president of the Canadian Arm Wrestling Federation, I should have done things differently. I admit that. I could have done things better. There's always room for improvement. There's some things I shouldn't have done. There were other paths. And at the time I thought I was doing the right thing. But clearly, in hindsight, it's always 2020. So Devin, I am sorry for my role in all of this, and I apologize to you and your family for this whole situation and the way that I handled it. I hope we can move forward, and yes, we do have a friendship that goes back decades. That's the one thing we can agree on. We've known each other for decades. And I think the common ground won't be that hard to find. We all have kids that are moving up, and they will eventually take our place in this sport, and we'll be the old guys sitting in the crowd cheering them on. So I hope we can do that together, and I hope that we can reestablish a relationship that we had in the past. This is the last I'm going to talk about the subject. Like Devin said in his video, this chapter is closed. So the comments are wide open. Please be respectful. You must understand that when I shut down everything on this, I'm protecting more than just me. So that's my perspective. Moving forward, we all got a lot of stuff going on, and he and I are both competing at big events in the next little bit here. So that's all I got to say, guys. Devin, respect, and again, I apologize for my part, man. I hope this puts this thing to bed.